Hello, welcome to my next video. For me, one of the hardest parts about losing weight was the beginning. There's so much information about where to begin that it's easy to feel pretty lost. There's information about diet, exercise, different types of diets, and so on. While diet is one of the most important parts, that's not the only thing that you can do to kickstart your goals. So today I'm hoping you'll learn about 4 different easy ways to help you in the beginning of your weight loss journey. The first of these tips is to set an activity goal. This could be a step goal or a certain amount of active minutes during the day or the week. It doesn't really matter what it is as long as you are increasing your activity and your heart rate. This could be a step goal or a certain amount of active minutes during the day or the week. A great way to track this would be a device such as a Fitbit or Apple Watch that tracks your activity or your steps. But this isn't necessary. I just started out with the pedometer on my smartphone, and you can download many different apps. Another idea would be to just have a fitness journal. So once you've decided what your goal is or what your goals are and how you're going to record these goals, get moving. It's okay if your goals are small at first. They need to be sustainable. If you aren't comfortable with a goal like 10,000 steps a day, that's completely okay. 10,000 steps a day is a lot for some people, especially depending on your lifestyle. The important part of increasing your activity is really increasing your heart rate. In an article from BBC, volunteers took part in a small study, and in the study, one group walked 10,000 steps a day, and the other group took part in something called Active 10, and they did 3 10-minute walks per day, which equated to about 3,000 steps. This might seem like a lot less activity, but the people in the Active 10 group actually had 30% more moderate to vigorous physical activity than the 10,000 steps per day group. Also, like I said, 10,000 steps a day is a lot for some people, like if you have a desk job or something like that, so it can be hard to reach. Also, the point of these 10-minute walks was not really to increase your step count. It was more to keep a quick pace, one that elevated your heart rate. So these weren't just very leisurely walks. They were brisk walks. You can't do something like 10,000 steps a day. Just go on a couple of 10-minute walks and keep a quick pace. And that's a great starting place. It doesn't matter if you're doing 3 10-minute walks a day or 10,000 steps. What matters is getting your heart rate up. My second tip is simple. Drink more water. I personally try to drink about 4 liters of water a day, which is about a gallon of water, and this keeps me from getting dehydrated. It also helps because I sweat a lot from working out, and I also live in Alabama, and while it's not really currently hot, when it's hot outside, I also sweat a lot, so I need to constantly be drinking so I don't get dehydrated. Not only does water keep you from getting dehydrated, it also helps with other things such as decreasing your hunger. When you drink water with a meal, you're less likely to overeat and ignore those feelings of feeling full. It also helps you feel satisfied for longer. And I'm sure that you've heard that sometimes you think you're hungry, but you're really just thirsty. And so it helps with cravings. And also, another thing is that it helps with water retention from eating high carb or high sodium foods. Not only that, but if you're dehydrated and suffering from symptoms such as headaches or a decrease in cognitive performance, drinking more water should help improve these. Some other signs of dehydration are fatigue, dizziness, confusion, and extreme thirst. Dehydration is serious, and if it's prolonged, then it can have serious health effects. So if you start to feel these symptoms and just drinking more water doesn't help, then go to a doctor. So, of course, water helps with preventing dehydration. It also helps with cravings and decreasing your hunger. My third tip is to find an activity that you enjoy. I used to hate working out. I would try to make myself do things that I didn't like to do, like HIIT, because that's what everyone else was doing. I thought that I wasn't gonna really have effective workouts if I wasn't doing things like HIIT. Well, I despise HIIT and interval training really as a whole, and I don't like circuit training either. Really as a whole, I don't like plyometrics or once I figured out that I really don't like HIIT or interval training or circuit training. A couple others I don't like are plyometrics, and I don't really like body weight training. My willingness to work out and how much I enjoyed it and my consistency with it dramatically increased. Also, I used to not like working out because my energy levels were low, my stamina was low. I just felt like crap, really. A lot of this had to do with how poor I was eating. I had very low activity levels. So in June, I started a beginner's weightlifting program, and I realized how much I enjoy resistance training. So basically, if you're forcing yourself to do a type of exercise that you don't enjoy, you're probably not going to stick with it for very long. The weightlifting program that I started was 28 days long, and after this 28 days, I was kind of sad that it ended, and that's one of the ways I knew that I enjoyed it. And I also looked forward to doing it. Find an activity that you enjoy. It can be weightlifting, running, HIIT, cycling, or it could be things like hiking, ice skating, or rock climbing. It really doesn't matter. Like I mentioned in my first tip, the important part is that you get your heart rate up and your activity is increased. Now, since I've been consistently working out, most days I look forward to working out. My sleep has improved and my mental health has dramatically improved. Starting to work out has been one of the most beneficial things that I've done for my mental health. It actually helps me feel more confident about my bodies. I know how strong it is now and how much stronger it can get. I focus more on what my body can do and how much I've improved. Another benefit is that my energy levels have also improved. Find an activity that you enjoy, set goals, and stick with it. And in the future, you'll be excited about what you can do and how much you've improved. Don't be scared to experiment. For example, I started Couch to 5K a few weeks ago and I started running. Like I just said, I used to only be able to run about 30 seconds, but now I can run more than 5 minutes, which is a long time for me, and I look forward to being able to run for longer. This brings me to the last tip I'm going to talk about, and that is to meal prep. I'm not going to talk about nutrition. I'm not an expert in that. I can talk about it a little bit in future videos, but I'm not really an expert in that. If you have more nutrition questions, go to a registered dietitian. But meal prep is a simple way that has helped me increase or Meal prep is a simple way that's helped me improve my eating habits a lot. By spending an hour or two in the kitchen once or twice a week, I have meals ready for the whole week. I also save a lot of money this way because I'm a lot less likely to eat out, because if I don't really have something that's quick and easy to eat when I'm not in the mood to cook, I'm probably just gonna go get fast food or have something delivered. And usually that's something like a pizza or a hamburger or chicken tenders or something like that. Basically junk. And that's not doing myself any favors. I have goals. So I prepare two or three different exercises. So I prepare two or three different recipes for the week. It really depends on the week, and it depends if I'm meal prepping once or twice that week or not, or what I have left to use, that kind of thing. And that way when I'm hungry, I can just grab a Tupperware container out of the fridge that's already pre-portioned, cooked, and microwave it for a couple of minutes, and then I can eat it. And I have food that's ready, that's healthy, when I don't feel like cooking. Feel like I'm setting myself up more for success this way, rather than just having nothing prepared and resorting to the easy route, which is often junk food. So these are a few tips that helped me when I first started to lose weight, and I still do these things. I hope these tips help you too. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and thumbs up this video. As always, if you have questions or suggestions, feel free to comment, and that will help make my content better. Thanks for watching.